"Sir, you can't go through here." The words dropped like a stone into the terminal's silence. A TSA supervisor, sharp-suited and visibly irritated, held out his arm to block the path of a lone Marine in full-dress blues, standing silently at the head of a flag-draped casket. The Marine didn't flinch, he didn't speak. His face was carved from discipline, emotionless, steady, and locked in solemn focus. The patch on his sleeve marked him unmistakably as a tomb guard, one of the rare few entrusted with guarding America's unknown soldiers. Behind him, time seemed to freeze. Travelers slowed to a stop, families paused, even airport staff turned to watch. All eyes were drawn to the casket, polished, heavy, wrapped tightly in the American flag, surrounded by the quiet air of reverence. But the supervisor didn't move. "I said this isn't protocol. You can't bring the casket through the main concourse. This isn't a designated escort route," he insisted again. The Marine finally raised his eyes, not in defiance, but in duty. "This soldier is going home. I don't leave his side," he said plainly. The man frowned, shaking his head. "This is an international terminal, not Arlington. You can't just—" "He's not just anything," the Marine interrupted calmly. "He's a decorated serviceman who died saving a unit that wasn't even his own. He's a father, a son, a brother. And he is not going under this roof alone." The air around them grew still. Then footsteps echoed softly across the floor. From the edge of the terminal, a woman approached slowly. Middle-aged, trembling, eyes red and swollen from crying. She placed a shaking hand on the Marine's shoulder and whispered, "That's my boy." The crowd turned. Behind her stood more, 24 family members, all dressed in black, children holding photos, elders clutching each other's hands. A little girl tightly gripping a folded letter. The Marine said nothing. He simply stepped to the side and raised his hand in salute as the mother reached the casket and laid her hand gently on it. She wept silently, the way only a mother weeps when the world has taken too much. The TSA supervisor looked stricken. I didn't realize," he muttered, guilt creeping into his voice. But the Marine didn't move. He wasn't waiting for permission, he was waiting for respect. And then it happened. From Gate 12, a pilot appeared. He saw the scene and immediately stopped. Without a word, he removed his cap and placed it over his heart. One by one, others followed. Flight attendants, gate agents, businessmen, parents, children, tourists. No announcement, no command. Just instinct. Humanity. Within seconds, the entire terminal stood still. The chatter died. Phones dropped into pockets, eyes turned, and then overhead, the intercom crackled to life. A trembling voice came through the speaker. "All passengers, please stand if you're able. A hero is passing through." And they did. Every single person in the terminal, hundreds of strangers, everyone rose to their feet, heads bowed, hands over hearts, tears welled up. No one spoke, no one moved, and the Marine began to walk, step by step, escorting the fallen soldier, alone, but not alone. As they approached the gate, the supervisor who had blocked him now stepped back, his eyes wet. "I was wrong," he said softly. "Thank you." The Marine kept walking, eyes forward, carrying not just a casket, but the memory, the weight, the dignity of a life given. At the jet bridge, the airline crew formed two lines, standing in salute. The captain met the Marine at the door. "We fly when you're ready, Sergeant," he said, voice steady with reverence. The Marine turned to the family. The mother stepped forward, her voice barely a whisper. "He said if anything happened, you'd come for him." "I did," the Marine replied. She nodded. "Then take him home." The Marine gave one final salute, then helped carry the casket on board. The terminal remained silent until the aircraft was gone. No one returned to their phones. No one resumed their coffee or small talk. For a moment, the terminal was sacred ground because something had passed through it. Something pure, something that reminded everyone, through pain, through duty, through silence, what honor truly looks like. No cameras, no headlines, no medals. Just a single Marine who kept his promise. Because sometimes the most powerful moments don't come from speeches or salutes, but from the ones who never leave your side. Before we wrap up, we'd love to know, where in the world are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments and let's see how far this story has reached. If this story moved you to tears, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button and drop a karma in the comments below.